We are talking about the good life, and I'll tell you, I'm so excited because it's New Year's, and you know what? What better way to start your New Year's than to, have a resolution to live more and give more. And that's what the good life really represents. And, so many times we get so busy building a business and taking the kids to school and taking care of the family and going to work and building someone else's dreams and someone else's vision that we leave ours to the side, and we get so busy building a business that we forget to build a life. And that's what the good life represents to me and for you, is the opportunity to build your business but also build a life while doing it. And that's exciting because whatever business that you're involved in, whether you're a school teacher or an auto sales, or maybe you're into network marketing, whatever it is that you represent, the good life represents you, and it helps you to take your business to the next level and even beyond. So let's go ahead and get started and talk tonight about the good life. I like to ask people, if money and time were no issue, not only where would you go, but what would you do? What would you do? Because, I like to say this is your would if you could. What would you do? Would you help more kids? We just had the holidays come and go, and you know what? We were able to adopt families for the holidays, and I was just in tears because we're able to do that, because that's the life that we're blessed so that we can bless other people. And that's what I like to ask people. If you could do anything, what would you do? Because there were times in my life that someone helped me, and I swore that I would be the person that helped the next person in line. Every time it's done for me, I want to be the person to do it for someone else. And that's what this allows you to do. It's your would if you could. And so here's how easy it is, guys, all right? We have a $200 gift card, a $200 a gift that you literally give away to someone for free. You can give it to them. You can put it in the hands of a complete stranger and walk away. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to sign anyone up. You don't need to exchange money for it. It's free. And it doesn't get any easier than that, right? If I'm going to give you $200 for free, do you know anyone who will say no? Absolutely not. And so $200 free, and I give it to you. It's good for any hotel or resort in the world. We have access to the largest consolidator in the world. I'm talking about tapping into the same inventory that Priceline and Expedia use, all right? But we're giving you a $200 benefit or savings off of that booking at any time. It doesn't expire. It's as easy as that. You give this card to someone, and right on the back of the card is instructions how to activate. Just simply put your activation code, it's right here in the bottom right-hand corner, into the screen, and I'm going to show that to you in just a moment. But that's how easy it is, guys. We're giving it away. And the beautiful thing is that when they use that $200 that you just gave them, $100 comes back to you. $100 comes back to you. I'm going to twist it up for just a minute here, because imagine adding your logo. All right, if you're a business owner, or maybe you are, the director of sales, or you have a team under you, or, maybe you head up a charity or a PTA group, or maybe you're a coach at a local high school football team. Whatever it is that you do, this is going to support it. It's going to incentivize it. Imagine putting your logo or your brand right on the front of this card. And now you're not just making money, but you're creating exposure and advertising for your brand or your church or your business or the charities that you represent. All right? Maybe you're an event planner. Can you imagine giving these out for free as a party favor to all of the kids who come to your graduation party, or all of your friends who attend your wedding? All right? And so, or your retirement party, right? And they can go and use that $200 gift, and guess what? It has your graphics right here on it, whatever you choose that to be. And so how exciting is that? for as low as 25 cents a card. That's pretty exciting, and actually you can get it for even less, 15 cents a card. But what's exciting is that you're getting $100 back on every 200 that you give away for free. I'm going to twist it up again. Fundraising. Imagine exchanging this card for donations of $10 or $20 toward your church or your charity or your high school football team. All right, it's not the same as selling it. You're giving it as a gift in exchange for a donation. And so I might say to you, you give a donation of $10 or more, our thank you is a $200 gift to you. And maybe it has the logo right on there for your church or your high school football team or whatever it is, your charity. All right, and so imagine being able to, get donations for maybe 500 cards at $10 donations. That's $5,000 cash that you just raised towards your high school football team or your charity. $5,000 cash plus on the back end of that is another $100 per card. That's $50,000 cash if everyone were to use their card. Here's how simple it works. Once they go to the back of that card and they read the instructions, it's going to say, go to VIP. It's going to give a VIP website, and it's just simply going to ask them to enter their activation code below the video. That's it. And the video just welcomes them, and somebody gave you a $200 VIP card. Enter your activation code below and hit the next button. Here's what it's going to bring you to. A search engine. This may look familiar to you if you use any kind of search engines like Expedia or Priceline or Travelocity or Trivago or any of these different search engines. I'm going to give you a little tip. They're all owned by the same guys, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But we're partnered with the largest consolidators in the world. The difference is that we're a private membership, and so that gives us buying power. And we have private exclusive contracts that give us the flexibility of offering discounts to people we share it with. And so you'll notice here your VIP Club dollars, $200, and also up here at the top, $200, right? But everything else is a search engine, just like you're used to seeing. And so you may want to put, where do you want to go and what dates do you want to go there? If there's any criteria that you'd like to meet, maybe you want free parking or make sure you have internet access. And right here, it's going to show all of your dollars, okay? And so that you know what you have to work with. From there, it's going to take you to show you the different hotels in your search. If you searched Orlando, Florida, here's what you would see. And you are going to see maybe, let's look at this, the DoubleTree, okay, downtown. And the DoubleTree on the internet rate is $248. That internet rate would be in real time, maybe Expedia's price or Priceline's price, okay? That's what the internet rate is. And your VIP Club dollars applied, $139. So you pay $108 instead of $248. This is a direct wholesale price, okay, from the consolidator. And the way that GoodLife pays out, you don't have to wait for them to use the entire $200. If they used up $139 of their $200, you make 50% of whatever they save. All right, and I'm going to give you another little tip here for the time being. What they're doing is, let's say that someone stays there for 2 nights, okay, and now they've saved around $280 for 2 nights. If it exceeds the $200 that you've given that person, if their savings exceeds $200, the company is allowing it to go through because we want to make sure that person has a great experience that really represents the good life that we have to offer them. And so imagine they could literally stay 3, 4, 5 nights and save more than $200. They might save $300, $400, $500 as long as it's all within the same booking. That, guys, is exciting. All right, and every time that someone uses that card that you gave, $100 comes back to you. We're able to do that because we are a private booking engine. We're a private membership type of service. We're not a public search engine like Expedia or Priceline. And let me give you just some inside information. Travelocity, Orbitz, and Cheap Tickets and Trivago, they're all owned by Priceline and Expedia. Priceline and Expedia are really the only two search engines in the world, and they own all of the other ones. And so they're limited to their pricing. They may want to drop their price to $100 for a $400 room, but they're not allowed. The hotels gauge to them what they're allowed to market up to or market down to based on their market value that they're trying to keep. We, on the other hand, as a private exclusive membership, get a backdoor purchase agreement. And so it's really exciting because we're able to play with that and not put the margins on there that you would see typically on a public search engine. And so maybe a room costs, the Consolidator $30, and maybe it's a $400 Ritz-Carlton, okay? And they get it for $30, and they give it to their members for maybe $80. And maybe the people that the members are giving these $200 gift cards to, you're giving it to them for maybe $160. It's a $400 room, and that person that you're sharing it with maybe gets it for $160. The difference of that 50% comes back to you for sharing it with them. So I hope that makes sense to everyone, and here's the way that it pays out. $100 comes back to you for giving that card away. I didn't say for selling it. I said for giving it away. It's free. Guys, if you understood the potential for whatever business you're representing, okay, just imagine whatever it is you're promoting, promotional incentives are the difference between, let me think about it, let me go home and talk to my wife or my husband. That's the difference between maybe to yes, I don't want to miss that deal. Promotional incentives, that's what sells cars, that's what sells nutraceutical products, that's what sells skincare, that's what sells infomercials. Buy today and you're going to get this $200 gift as a thank you. If you return your product, keep the gift as our thank you to you. We hear it all the time because it works. And so imagine what this can do to increase productivity in the business that you already represent. And that's what's exciting. We're not asking you to represent Good Life. We're asking you the opportunity to allow Good Life to represent you, to incentivize what you do. $200 you're giving away, all right? $100 comes back to you. $25 goes to your sponsor or the person who shared the Good Life with you. $25 is split all the way up 20 levels, and I'll show you that in just a moment. It actually pays on over 2 million positions. I'll show you all of that in just a moment, but understand $1.25 goes all the way up, and then the other $50 goes back to the company. So just imagine the potential in a $200 gift card that you just simply give away. Give it away. I could go and stand in the parking lot at Disney World. This weekend, I could go there and stand in the parking lot when people have spent their last dollar on an ice cream cone and some Mickey ears for New Year's, okay? And I could just hand out 1,000 cards. And do you think anyone's going to say, no, I don't need to save $200, but thank you? No. They're going to run up to me and grab me and shake me like a little rag doll just to get the last card out of my hand. And you know what? The potential on that, how many cards would you give away? 1,000 cards? 5,000? 10,000? Multiply your answer by $100. $100 times 1,000 cards. That's $100,000 in your pocket if everyone were to use those cards. Even on the low, if 10% of those people used your card as a thank you, it's free. It's saving them $200. If 10% used it, that's $10,000 in your pocket. That's exciting, guys. And so, we do have a membership that is a benefit to you as an IBO, as an independent business owner. You're automatically going to reap the benefits of our membership. That's on close to 1 million hotels and resorts all over the world. We're talking about all-inclusive resorts, everything paid for, concierge service, shopping, save money on your dining, on your sporting events. If you want to go to an NBA or an NFL game or the U.S. Open, whatever it is, you're going to save money. And at the same time, you're going to make money. Fantasy getaways, cruise getaways. We have the largest inventory of timeshares and luxury condos. I'm talking 5-star luxury condos and staycation getaways. So these are just a few examples that I want to show you. Right here, you can see it, Disney Saratoga Springs Resort this fall, over $2,400 savings from what you would have gotten on Hotels.com. Right here in the Waldorf Astoria in Boca Raton, this is a great resort. Look at this, over $1,700 savings. All right, that's crazy, right? $158 a night versus Expedia $597 a night. All right, these are just some of our price reductions and membership benefits. Here you see an Alaskan cruise and over $1,100 saved, $1,400 through Good Life, over $2,000 on Holland America. These are just some examples of some of the price reductions and the membership perks. And I could go on and on and on. In fact, I could pull up screenshots of my own savings beyond that, but I'll just save the time, and you know, it gets gooder and gooder. In the Good Life, it gets gooder and gooder. So I want to just stop for a moment and talk briefly about the people behind this company, because before I go any further, you know, if you wanted just to come on board and take take the opportunity and the potential to build your current business, your charities, your sporting events, and things that you're already currently involved in, if you want to use it for fundraising and cash donations, or if you want to use it to promote and incentivize your current business, then you can do that. There is a company and an opportunity, a ground floor opportunity to the company. And before I want to share that with you, I think that it's very important to share with you the people behind what makes this work, the infrastructure that carries it all the way through. And those are some very, very important people. Mark Seaforth is one of those guys. This man is a genius when it comes to marketing. He is just a creative mastermind when it comes to compensation plans, when it comes to marketing. And one of the things that he is known for is a company back in the 70s that had a protein shake. And this protein shake later turned into a product that all of you are probably very much aware of, or you've heard of it. They had a pin or a button, a tool that said, "Lose weight now, ask me how," and that company was called Herbalife. And not only did the shake and the tools create a massive industry that we know of today, but he also developed the very first multi-level compensation plan. And Mark Hughes came to Mark and said, "I'd like to use your shake and add a few herbs to it, call it Herbalife, and if you could help me to create a compensation plan," in which he did. He looked at the industry, and up until that point, everything was direct sale or breakaway plans. And so he said, why can't we have something that pays on multiple levels, pays on depth within your organization? And it incentivizes, you know, you to build teams and to build organizations. And so they developed what we now know as that compensation plan, and he's just been a genius in the industry of creating compensations and tools. All right. In fact, the Good Life is built around a tool. The entire concept is built around a tool that you simply give away. He's a genius when it comes to that. However, you can't and you shouldn't build a company simply on the ability to market well and to compensate well. You have to have the right infrastructure within that team that knows how to push it forward, that knows the parameters and the legalities. And so he partnered up with a man by the name of Matt Landau. Matt is an amazing lawyer here in Palm Beaches, and his family is very successful in injury law, but Matt's specialty is working with businesses and business law. And he brought to the table a man by the name of Eddie Dovner. Eddie Dovner is what they call a serial entrepreneur and very, very successful at it. I haven't seen anything that he's actually failed in. He's just an incredible mastermind. He is a venture capitalist, and he didn't just bring his money to the table, but he brought his entire entourage, his team with him. He didn't come into this, and just think about copying other companies. He came in to this to build it from the ground up and to really surpass everything out there in the market. And that's exactly what we're doing. And so he is known for not only his family owning one of the largest coffee distributions in the world, but he's very innovative. He's created companies from the ground up, taking them to over 100 million within their first year. He's invented the current modern day bulletproof vest. He's just got a long list of success behind his name. He brought with him his team. And part of that team, he came on board and he said, all of these different network marketing companies, they're using templates for their back office. And these templates are over 20-year-old. I mean, we're talking about technology that is ancient at this point. Technology is changing every week, right? And they're using platforms that are 20 years old. And so he brought on a man by the name of Greg Hausch. Greg, you may know that name, and if you don't, I encourage you to Google it. Google Greg Hausch, Housh, and this man is known all over the world. He is one of the original founding members of Anonymous, one of the admin for WikiLeaks. He is works for our federal government to protect from cyber hacking. He's just a genius when it comes to programming and really protecting that programming. And this is our in-house programmer. I mean, there are movies and documentaries written on him. If you've ever seen the television series House of Cards with Kevin Spacey, it's segmented on his life. There's over 5 different movies and documentaries written on him, and he's on CNBC almost every other week as an expert. And so it's really exciting to, have him in-house. And he came on board to build a back office for us, to build a system, a platform with all of the latest current modern technology, even technology that was just released a few weeks ago. They've incorporated that into our back office. We can take signups of over 1 million people a day. That's just signups, over 1 million people a day. We're running on systems just like Facebook and Amazon. And so because he's our in-house programmer, and that's exciting. That is so exciting because it's customized to us. And Eddie also brought on legal advisors. And if you're familiar with the industry, current day FTC regulations and different companies that have been scrutinized just a little bit, right? What's exciting is that Greenberg and Trarick, that's our legal advisors. And Eddie brought them on board, not just Greenberg and Trarick, but specifically James Prochnow. James Prochnow is one of the leading prosecutors on behalf of the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. And these people that other companies are hiding from and shaking and hiding, we actually partnered up with them. We don't run, we partner, okay? And so we did everything according to the book. They've combed through everything we're doing, put their name and their stamp of approval on it. These guys are the ones that represent us. And so when it comes to longevity, security, the long term, I'm looking for something that is safe, not just easy to promote, but what's the infrastructure? What guarantees it tomorrow? What's going to carry it through? And so, I call these guys the dream team. They're the dream team because it's not just here today, but it's here tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next century. It is here to stay, and it's going to outrun anything out there because nobody can duplicate what we're doing. We have a $200 gift that you simply give away. As I said earlier, put it in the hands of a complete stranger, walk away, and when they use it, you make $100. That's how easy it is. So with that, with knowing who the people are behind it, these guys are not fly-by-night. This is not their first rodeo and they are the most successful people in the industry. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about the timing and positioning of what we have here. Draw a line in the sand, and there's the cards and everything that it represents, but then there's those of you who want to represent the good life. There's those of you who want to lock arms and partner in the ground floor and the opportunity of partnering with the company, and that's very, very exciting. And I'm going to share with you some of the timing and positioning of that opportunity in just a moment. First, I want to talk to you about our Fast Start, because that's the first thing that you get paid when you share this business opportunity with someone. And so our Quick Pay Tree pays you $75 on any gold or platinum that you personally sponsor. And I'm going to share with you what a gold and a platinum is, but just keep that in your mind. And this example that I'm showing you right now is based on an IBO, or an independent business owner. That's a representative, all right? And this guy's a platinum, and he has personally signed 5 people. Now, you don't have to do that, and I like to be very upfront. You don't have to sign 5 people. But let's just say, for example, that you did. That's $75 on each of those people that you brought in as a gold or a platinum. $50 on their people, all right? And then if you're a platinum IBO only, a platinum IBO benefits from the third tier of $25 on their people. So in this example, you brought 5, they brought 5, they brought 5. You made just shy of $5,000. Just shy of $5,000. All you did was get 5 who got 5 who got 5. All right? So our Fast Start is very, very exciting. It's very lucrative, and we do trainings, and we'll give you some more information on strategy and so forth. But I want to talk to you about our Team Tree. Our Team Tree pays on over 2 million positions. It's not a binary. It's a 2x20 matrix structure, but it's not a typical matrix, and that's because we pay, again, as I said, over 2 million positions, and I'll show you how we're different in just a moment. Our commissionable volume, and I just want to break this down for you, the very least, okay, you're earning anywhere from $1 to $100, okay, and all of this commissionable volume is paid, as I said, on over 2 million positions. So I want to talk to you about the cards again. And I'm just going to bring that back to your attention, because the very least that you earn on those cards as they're distributed and as people are using them, $1.25 goes all the way up the tree, okay, over 2 million positions. So that's not 2 million cards, that's 2 million positions distributing hundreds and thousands of cards each. So imagine $1.25 in over 2 million positions multiple times. That's a lot of money, and that's not even including the memberships, the commissionable volume on memberships, and the $25 and the $100. I'm just keeping it on the low right now. I'm talking $1.25 coming up all those 2 million positions. That's just a lot of money. I really hope that you are grabbing this information and that you're comprehending it. It took me a few times to comprehend it, but you know what? When money's coming in, you start to get the picture. All right? But as I said, our team commission pays out unlike anything else that you've ever seen. So it is a 2x20. It is structured as a matrix, okay? So it's not a binary. There's a lot of spillover that comes into a matrix. But what makes this so different and very unique, in fact, there's patents pending on everything that I'm showing you tonight. And what makes it very unique is that once you personally sponsor your first 2 IBOs, your first 2 partners in business, okay, a couple of things happen. First of all, the next person that you bring in becomes a shared IBO team. And I'm not going to get into a lot of detail or training tonight. We do those training calls, and we'd be happy to show you that. But just know this, every one of these dollar signs is another paycheck to you. All right? So the third person, let's just say that I am your third person, okay? And you and I now are going to share this position. And the position that I signed up for, I'm going to take that position right underneath. And you already get paid on everything that I do, and I'm going to get paid on everything that I do, right? But you and I are going to get paid again. We're going to double dip. In fact, I call this multiple dipping. Multiple dipping because and this is like hitting the jackpot. It's like hitting your free parking on the Monopoly board. I mean, this spot right here, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. In fact, every other position that you sponsor is going to be a shared IBO team where you get paid double dipping. You're double dipping into volume that you're already paid on. Here you can see not only there, but down here, and it continues to go deeper and deeper. So now you're not just getting $1.25 commissionable volume, you're getting it again here, you're getting it again here. And so it comes all the way up throughout your organization. So that's chain to chain to chain to chain to chain all the way through. There is absolutely nothing else of its kind. And last but certainly not least, I want to tell you where the timing and positioning lies right now. Timing and positioning, your number one focus. In fact, at this point in the game, I'm only working with builders. I'm only giving time. I'm only prospecting. I'm only talking to builders, people who already have vision, people who understand the timing and positioning of our industry, because what we have here is a $13 trillion industry, and all the other industries combined tap into it. And we're giving it away for free, guys. Do you know that every time someone activates and uses that card, they're already considered your customer? They are traced back to you from there forward, no matter what they do. After they use that $200, you're going to get a notice that says, would you like to continue your savings as a member? Everything's on autopilot from there forward. You never have to do anything again. And you know what? That's exciting. It's exciting. I won't get into, our customer versus IBO ratio, but it's thousands versus hundreds, okay? And so that's really exciting. I want to talk about the timing and positioning of this opportunity. It is massive, massive. And what's exciting is that you have the opportunity to sit at the very, very top of it. And so our legacy tree where we talked about your tree, right, that pays on over 2 million positions. It's a 2x20 and paying on over 2 million positions deep. I want to talk about the company's tree, the company downline, and your potential to take a position in that tree at the very, very top. So here's what's exciting. Once you personally sponsor 2 people as a gold or a platinum, so you have partnered as an IBO, gold or platinum, and you've personally sponsored 2 people as a gold or platinum IBO, then you position into the next open spot within the company tree. Now, I don't know about you, but that excites me. That excites me for this reason, all right? You're way up here in the tree. All of this that you see here, hundreds of thousands of people are already positioned to come into this tree. We are opening up new markets. The first quarter of this year, we will be going into global territories, global markets, and they're already on the edge of their seat waiting to jump on board. In fact, some of them already have found ways to do that. And what's exciting is that it's just simply you plus 2. That's what qualifies you to sit on top of this massive, massive growth. So as the company grows, it's going to grow under you from the time that you position. I want you to notice that it's time stamped down to the second. When you sponsor your second IBO as a gold or platinum, it time stamps you right down to the second into the next open spot. Now, you're not taking a spot in your downline or, or in your sponsorship tree. This is a company-wide, one world, global genealogy. So let's say that the next big leader from Japan falls under you. Guess what? He could have come in through anyone else. He might be completely sidelined to you. This is a crossover program where you benefit as leaders come into the organization, into the company. As the company grows, you grow. And so all it takes is you plus two. This is huge. 25% of all the company's commissionable volume comes into this tree and is paid out on over 2 million positions, okay, per person. So it's a 2 by 20 per person, but it's infinite depth because it's as the company grows, you grow. And so this is very, very exciting. I just want you to get a hold of the timing and positioning of what I'm talking about right now, because literally you are sitting up here on the very, very top. There's hundreds of people in this tree right now, and this month alone, there will be thousands. I promise you, we will bring in over 1,000 new people into the tree this month in January. And so very excited to share this with you guys. I want to just, thank you, not only for taking the time, but those of you who invited people to this presentation, because there is absolutely nothing like this. Right now is the time to partner, join, get a position, and not just in the company, but get a position in this legacy tree like your life depends on it. Get 2 people to partner with you like your life depends on it, because your life does depend on it. If all it takes is you plus 2 to sit on top of a $13 trillion industry that's going global within the next couple of months, is that worth going out and finding 2 people to partner up with? Absolutely. Do it. Have fun doing it. We're going to be really loading on the calls and promotional promotions and events and things like that. And so I just want to thank all of you. And I want to ask you, what's your would if you could? What is your would if you could? And allow the good life to represent you. Allow the good life to not only give you the good life, but to represent your company, your charity, your church, your school, your high school football team, whatever it is that you promote, allow the good life to promote you. And with that, I want to wish everyone a very, very prosperous, successful new year. Have fun. You guys, put the life back into your living and have a great 2017. And I hope this kicks it off for you. Have a blessed night, everyone.